Hey there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another Valheim video. Now, if you don't know, Valheim is currently in early access on Steam and probably other places too, and it is a Viking survival game, and oh, it is so good. I know I did a review before and I was like, okay, there's a couple of things that could be improved. I still stand by that, but this game is just so good. It's so good, especially in multiplayer with friends. I have now joined a server with a couple of my friends and we are having an absolute blast. There is so many laughs to be had when playing as a group, because death is never very far away in this game, which if you've played it, you will know that pretty much anything can kill you very quickly, and bosses and things like that will probably kill you, especially when you're like me and not very good at the game. However, I am absolutely loving it. It is just so much fun. We have done a few dungeons now and we're working our way towards the second boss. We've started making a really cool looking base with like a Viking longhouse in the middle, and oh, it's just so much fun. We've been defeating trolls. As you can see, the much better players out of us here in this video have already got troll armor. I have troll armor towards either the end of this video, or I know I have it right now as I'm making this video, which is kind of cool. And also, we've learned a bit about the health regen system. I still think that it would be cool to have like the ability to eat food more regularly and restore your health quicker, because you can only eat food at certain intervals, and to get your full health you have to have 3 different types of food, which is it's different. It's different, and I think maybe it just takes some time to get used to. Maybe it could be improved, I don't know, to be honest. All I know is I'm really enjoying the game. I can give a couple of tips during this as well, I suppose. There is, in the dungeons, burial chambers that you'll find near the starting area. It's most likely going to be skeletons and ghosts you'll find. They vary in size, these dungeons. Some of them that we came to had like 2 enemies in and then pretty much nothing else. Some of them that we came to were just like mazes, and it was so fun because they're so dark. Oh, it's just so fun. I love it. Just the ability to come in and do these dungeons with friends is so much fun. Talking like strategically with them, I love it. It's just so much fun, like I said. The mushrooms are definitely worth picking up. They're really good. In the dungeons is where you'll find the smelting cores, which you need for the smelting iron, like the smelting furnace thing to refine metals. So you have to pretty much do the dungeons to find those. You'll find them in the chambers, and like I said, they're burial chambers, so filled with skeletons, which are very weak to blunt weapons, it seems, and the clubs do a really good job of taking them down. So as rudimentary as it looks, me running around with a wooden shield and a club, they are really good for doing this job. You'll also find like the spawning points, which we found is easiest to take out with a bow and arrow. And if you see me like standing back at all here, it's because I'm being told to stand back, and because these guys had a bit more of an idea, because there was a time that they did a dungeon and I wasn't with them, but I quite quickly picked up what we had to do for all the different things. Here you go, so you'll see some of the skeletons. They're just so fun. I just love this game. I love the art style, I love everything about it. I just find it so immersive, because you never know what's going to happen. We had a thing yesterday where we were trying to do a dungeon, and so many greylings and grey dwarfs just turned up, just out of nowhere, so many of them. And that was fun because we went into the dungeon to hide, and then a ghost came and attacked us, so even though we were on really low health anyway, we were kind of stuck for a little bit. But it's just fun, because you never know what's going to happen. It's being so open. I just love it. I can't recommend this game enough, especially for how much it actually costs. I think it's £15 something on Steam at the minute. I definitely recommend picking it up, like 100%. Like pretty much everyone I know is playing it, and it's just so much fun. I know I've said that so many times, but I just think that they've really nailed it with this game. With the whole, it's got the crafting element, which I love, it's got the building elements, it's got the dungeons and the enemies, and it's just so cool. And being Vikings and mythology is just perfect for what I enjoy. Obviously, if it's not maybe your thing, then maybe you won't enjoy it, but if you even have any interest in survival games or crafting games, anything multiplayer, just playing with your friends, this is probably going to be a really good game for you to pick up, and I would really recommend doing it. I probably don't give the best reviews ever because I've seen other reviews and they're fantastic, and I know I probably just sound like I'm rambling a lot of the time, but as you'll see from these clips, there's a lot of sort of working out what we can do as a group. And if someone dies, then it's the whole, oh, how are we going to work out to come back so that we can get the gear back? And the whole, it's really cool the way you progress through the game. In terms of you level up your run speed, you level up your weapons, you level pretty much everything up. And like I said, you never know what's going to happen. We have had so many instances where trolls just appear out of nowhere and terrify me because I just always get killed by trolls. No matter what, I seem to get killed by trolls. Even if I try to avoid them, I still die to a troll. So it's things like that become like a running joke amongst you and your friends, and that's kind of, that adds to it. Because it, like I said, it is so open, and that, I really like that that's the thing, because it's not scripted, it just feels more immersive. And I think they really nailed a lot of stuff in this game. Like, I love our little, like the fact we're making a little village with all of our stuff for crafting, and just like you'll wake up one day and, oh, there's a lot of fog. And so how are we going to deal with the fog if we're trying to go and take down enemies? When you have like a running script for a game, it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm doing the same thing as exactly everybody else. You hit this point, then that point, then that point, then that point. This kind of knocks all of that out because there is no script, so you can do whatever you want whenever you want. If you want to, you can pretty much go and try the first boss in your starter gear. It might not be a very good idea, but you can do it. And that's the kind of thing I really like in a game, because it's like bringing real world aspects into it, I guess. Of, oh, you don't know what's going to happen. You know that this is out there, this could happen, but is it going to happen? You don't know. So the next thing we're looking at doing is making the longship and sailing, because we know that the next boss is across on another little island. So this area is going to be our main home base that we always come back to, so we're building all of our stuff up really high in here. But then what we do is, if we go to like another dungeon or something and it's a little way away, we'll quickly make a small temporary base with some beds and set a spawn point right outside. Same for when we go to do that, the elder boss, we're going to all have a bed right next to where it spawns, so if we die we can just quickly pick our stuff back up and get back into the fight. Because that is the most challenging aspect of this, I would say, is that if you die, you do lose all your gear unless you can go and pick it back up. So you need to be getting back as quickly as possible, and if your base is on another island, you know, it's not really feasible. So that's another thing I really recommend doing, is just making a small temporary base. You can always knock it back down or just leave it in case you need to come back for anything. Maybe it might be useful, you never know. You never know with this game what exactly is going to happen, where having a bed nearby might be useful. It's just really cool, and it's seeing the progression from going from wood and wooden weapons, and now we are starting with the metals now. Now we've got the forge, because we got the smelting cores from the dungeons. So having that, and we're getting the metal armour and more metal stuff, so it's like we've moved from basically Stone Age to now Bronze Age, because a lot of the stuff we're making is bronze and copper, and it's just really cool. Like, that whole feeling of, oh, we can do this and it's so much more advanced, and then it gives you that want to go and explore more, and the more you explore, the more you realise, oh, we need more stuff. So it's never ending. And this game takes a lot of time to do things. It takes a lot of time to build really big structures and work stuff out. I mean, we spent a lot of time last night trying to work out how to build the longhouse, because putting the walls and the foundations down, easy peasy. But actually getting the roof up, you had to have like a specific support structure. Thankfully, my fiance, who was playing with us in this group, he is really knowledgeable on actually making supports and stuff, so we like the rest of us tried, and it just kept falling down. So we said, hey, can you come and take a look at this, please? And maybe give us your, because he does this kind of thing in the real world, So he knew what needed to be done in a and it was kind of, it worked in a realistic way, which the rest of us weren't expecting. The fact that it actually had to have an integrity support. There's an integrity system within the game. And that was like, oh, that's really cool. And once you work it out, then it just flows. But it's like, you with everything with this game, it's a learning curve. So once you learn it, then it becomes more natural. But until you learn it, it's like, oh, what do we actually have to do here? And I just love it. I can't recommend this game enough. I know I've been talking for a long time about this now on this video, and I will shush in a minute and let you just watch the clips and enjoy hopefully some of the footage of this game and see if you enjoy the art style and some more of the dungeons and what you think about it. But if you've played this game, I'd really, really like to know what you think about it and whether you're enjoying it or not, because I know that me and everyone that's playing it with me absolutely love it. And we definitely will be playing this a lot more, so probably expect more videos. Hopefully people will enjoy them. But anyway, I cannot recommend Valheim enough. Like I said, it is still in early access, but just go pick it up. If you have any interest in it, go pick it up. Because I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it if you have any interest in any of the elements that this game has. I think you'll very quickly become sucked into the world of Valheim. So, fingers crossed that you enjoy this, and thank you very much for watching.